Okay, how you doing? Is this feeling a little heavy? If so, now is the perfect time for me to remind you, you are not alone. Our YNAB friends are back to give us an honest, real peek into their debt stories because guess what? They too said, I am trapped in this debt cycle and I am ready to be out of it. So let's get real honest and vulnerable here and ask our friends, have you ever gotten out of debt only to fall right back into it?
I think we got out of credit card debt probably 4 times before it finally stuck with YNAB.
We did pay off all our credit cards at one point, and then we ended up getting right back into that due to some car issues that we once had.
I cannot remember a time since I opened this credit card 12 years ago that the balance was 0.
I don't know what the feeling of being debt-free is, so I'm kind of excited to see what that will look like eventually.
It felt very normal, like everyone carries a small balance on a credit card. Of course we do, we have small kids, or of course we do, I just work part-time, and the truth is it doesn't have to be that way. This was the first year that we got our tax returns and we could choose what to do with it aside from credit card debt, which was really freeing in our 7 years of being married.
A big part of the YNAB method is to save for unexpected non-monthly expenses to prevent us needing to take out more future debt. We call these true expenses. So, what were the big financial surprises these friends faced while paying down their debt?
True expenses has been really the best thing that has ever come out of YNAB for us. Living in Connecticut, we have a lot of property taxes that we have to pay on a yearly basis. But YNAB has been so beneficial, allowing me and him to assign those dollars months and months and months in advance. So that way, those types of expenses never really truly take us by surprise.
My insurance allows, if you have a 6-month cycle, it allows you to pay half of your bill and then pay the remainder 2 months later. And I was just on that cycle. So when I started using YNAB and budgeting for true expenses and budgeting for my car insurance, and the first time that I just paid my car insurance when the bill came was a game changer for me. I just paid the entire insurance bill, which I had not done, I don't know if ever.
We had some car repairs that would total like a few thousand in the 2 years that we've been using YNAB. But it was interesting because even with these expensive car repairs, we were frustrated or disappointed, but it didn't go back on the credit card. And that was really exciting that we have finally made choices that we're not falling back into debt.
Saving for true expenses has been the most important thing that YNAB has taught me. My dog Arby had what we now think was a seizure. That emergency vet bill was $1,500 and totally unexpected. While I was very concerned about Arby, what I was not was stressed about the ability to afford that. The absence of the money stress was when it really clicked for me. That's what YNAB is all about.
Sometimes we have to take on more debt, but with YNAB, we can still feel and be totally in control of that debt. And sometimes when we could take on more debt, we can get a little creative and find other ways to choose not to. We ask these YNABers if there was ever a time where they could have taken on more debt, but found another solution instead.
We actually ended up cash flowing our entire wedding simply because we didn't want to continue to add on to our debt at that time, especially not for a wedding.
I will say that my decision to take on more student loan debt as I'm in the middle of my PhD program feels like the right decision for me because I have a plan to save the money for very extreme circumstances. So I'll be able to offload a lot of debt over the next couple years when I plan to graduate.
Yeah, I mean, we rent. We are in our 30s with small kids and we are the weirdos of our friends. We live in a 900 square foot townhome because we are choosing not to buy a house until we are more debt-free or have saved more of a down payment. I think that YNAB has helped us with this pressure and emotional urgency to keep up with the Joneses or just live inauthentically or live beyond our means.
I mean, Abby said it best. Be the weirdos. If keeping up with the Joneses means taking out 2 new loans and opening up 3 more credit cards, then I don't want it. Sign me up to be the weirdo that fights my way to financial freedom. Now that you've officially wrapped up this lesson of this video course, it's time to dive into the next one, where we learn how to free more money up to pay our debt down.